Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And I am doing a little car vlog book haul, little September book haul today from my car because they are painting my condo and I can't do any videos there because they're playing music so loud and they're shouting at each other, and I thought just let them enjoy themselves. It's Friday. I can make videos somewhere else. So I went out and I was like, really didn't have any intention of buying books today. I really didn't, you guys. Do you do that? You're like, no more books. I'm not buying any more books. But the first thing I wanted to talk about was I am listening to Bill Konigsberg's Openly Straight on Audible. You guys know I'm obsessed with Audible. It is such a great book. If you like LGBT young adult fiction, it is fantastic. It's kind of a different concept than I've ever heard before in like an LGBT young adult fiction book. It's really, really good and it's very engaging. I only have about two or 3 hours left and I'm like not wanting it to end. I just got a huge birthday box from, my birthday was in June, but a huge birthday box from, put this down so it's not like right in my eyes, Ricky from the post office, and she gave me 2 books, so I wanted to mention them in here. One of which is The Devil in the White City by Erik Larson. I've wanted to read this forever. I've mentioned it in a lot of videos, so I'm very, very excited about this. Yeah, so that was the first book that she got me. If you guys don't know about it, bringing Chicago circa 1893 to vivid life, Erik Larson's spellbinding bestseller intertwines the true tale of 2 men, the brilliant architect behind the legendary 1893 World's Fair, striving to secure America's place in the world, and the cunning serial killer who used the fair to lure his victims to their death. Combining meticulous research with nail-biting storytelling. Can you see somebody getting out of their car? I'm doing a booktube video, honey. Seriously. Erik Larson has crafted a narrative with all of the wonder of newly discovered history and the thrills of the best fiction. I love that she just looked over at me and just started laughing. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, come on, I'm a booktuber. So that was the first one that she sent me. And the second one is actually another book that I've talked about that I've wanted to read, and that is The Girl in 6E. The lighting is so bad, you guys, in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You guys are like, Peter, your videos are so jank. I know, aren't they? I'm gonna have to like move somewhere where I can like, it's not as bad. Here, let's see if I turn my car around. Now my car is going off because I don't have, no, it's not any better over here. Well, we'll just kind of park at a slant so people can get over it. Is that any better? It's a little bit better. I have talked about this, that I wanted to read this. A couple other booktubers have talked about how good it is. So it says it is by A.R. Torre. I haven't touched another person in 3 years. That seems like it would be a difficult task, but it's not. Not anymore, thanks to the internet. My anonymous clients spend thousands of dollars to watch me take my clothes off for the camera. What they want, I give. Their secrets, I keep. Everything I tell them is a lie. Open the door to the Girl in 6E, this year's most shocking thriller. And she put a little note on it that said, read these on the front porch for Halloween. So, yeah. I'm really excited. Thank you, Ricky, for those. That was awesome. The next 2 I just got, I'm in the parking lot actually at Goodwill right now, where I went in for all those Scholastic books and they didn't have those. You know, the ones I want, like the R.L. Stein's Fear Streets and all those, they didn't have any of those, probably because I own them all. But for a total of $1.48, I got 2 S.E. Hinton books, and I read The Outsiders last year as kind of like a group buddy reads, read along, and I want to read the rest of them, and I want to have the whole collection. S.E. Hinton tweeted me back when I tweeted her last year. Oh my God. So I got Rumblefish by S.E. Hinton. Rusty James is the toughest guy in the group of high school kids who hang out and shoot pool at Benny's. And he enjoys, I don't know what that is. And he enjoys keeping up, like I'm Rumblefish. From now on, I just want you to call me Peter Rumblefish. Okay. And he enjoys keeping up his reputation. These are always about like such tough guys, right? What he wants most of all, Ponyboy, Rumblefish, I love all the names. What he wants most of all is to be just like his older brother, the Motorcycle Boy. I was like, what will my name be? He wants to stay calm and laughing when things get dangerous, to be the toughest street fighter and the most respected guy on the other side of the river. Rusty James isn't book smart, and he knows it. He relies on his fists instead of his brains. Up until now, he's gotten along all right, because whenever he gets into trouble, the Motorcycle Boy him out. But Rusty James' drive to be like his brother eats away at his world until it all comes apart in an explosive chain of events, and this time the motorcycle boy isn't around to pick up the pieces. These are always so devastating. They're just like Go Ask Alice. They're so sad. They really are. Okay, and then I got that. That was then. This is now. The only one left I think I have is that I need. Oh, by the way, this one that somebody looks like they stole from a school library. It says right here, Mr. Shipley won, but then underneath it says JMMS. So I don't know what JMMS is. But then I got, that was then, this is now. I don't know how many of these okay, so I have Big David, Little David, I don't own. The Outsiders, I own. The Puppy Sister, I don't own. Rumblefish, I own. Taming the Star Runner, I don't own. Tech. So I have like 3 more that I have to get. Does growing up have to mean growing apart? Brian and Mark have been as close as brothers for as long as they remember. Now things are changing. Brian's growing up and thinking seriously about who he wants to be. Mark just still lives for the thrill of the moment, don't we all? The two are growing apart but holding on until Brian, it reminds me of Byron when I read it, makes a shocking discovery about Mark. Then Brian faces a terrible decision, one that will change both of their lives forever. A mature, disciplined novel which excites a response in the reader, hard to forget, the New York Times. So yeah, I'm excited about reading that. Like, these are like 150 pages. They're so short. The next 2 I had to spend a little bit of money on, okay? And one of them is an author that I just dog so much. You're like, why do you continue to buy her books? I have no idea, but I got them for a grand total of $31.65 at Half Price Books. The first one is E. Lockhart's Genuine Fraud. I think this is her brand new book. I have recently bought so many of her books. Oh, it must be because the date says 2017. Came out in 2017. A Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. There she is. Supposedly the best author in the entire world, says John Green. Here it is right here. Thrilling, beautiful, and blisteringly smart. We Were Liars is utterly unforgettable, said John Green from the... I would agree, it's totally unforgettable because I couldn't stand it. Okay. Imogene is a runaway heiress, an orphan, a cook, and a cheat. Julie is a fighter, a social chameleon, and an athlete. An intense friendship, a disappearance, a murder, or maybe 2. A bad romance, or maybe 3. That was a Lady Gaga reference, Bad Romance, get it? Blunt objects, disguises, blood, and chocolate. The American Dream, superheroes, spies, monster. And villains, a girl who refuses to give people what they want from her. A girl who refuses to be the person she once was. Genuine Fraud is a masterful suspense novel from National Book Award finalist and Prince Award honoree E. Lockhart, author of the New York Times bestseller, We Were Liars. I think I own every book that she has ever written now. So, we'll just put that right over here. It's really short, you guys. That's why I didn't want to go to Barnes & Noble and pay $18.99 for it when I could get it for $15 or $13 at Half Price Books. Oh, she already got her next book out. Oh, no, you can read the page. Thrilling, beautiful, and blisteringly smart. We Were Liars is utterly... Oh, I already read that one. Who'd care? 262 pages. So, I mean, you can finish that in a night, right? And then the next one that has gotten, like, really mixed reviews is Adam Silvera's brand new book that I think literally just came out this week. I've read everything by him. I thought it was coming out later in the year, but it is, They Both Die at the End. Now, I will tell you, I do not die at the end for this cover. I don't know why. I just think it looks kind of corny. I don't love the cover. Do you guys like the cover? But I'm a diehard Adam Silvera fan, so I thought, well, let's read it and see. Now, I'll tell you, I loved More Happy Than Not. The second one, History Is All You Left Me, I liked. I did not like it as well as I liked More Happy Than Not. So it'll be interesting to see, because I feel like with a lot of authors, like their right out of the gate book, I love, but then the rest of them I don't like as well. Or... like, their first one, I can't stand at all. Like, maybe that's how E. Lockhart is with me. That, like, I won't like her first one, but I'll like everything else she writes. And then everything else after that I love. So it's just like one book I didn't like. So let's read what this is about, shall we, boys and girls? We here at Last Friend Inc. are collectively sorry for this loss of you. Our deepest sympathies extend to those who love you and those who will never meet you. We hope you find a new friend of value to spend your final hours with today. On September 5th, that was last week. A little after midnight, Deathcast calls Mateo Torres. Was there a Mateo in his other book? And Rufus Imitario to give them some bad news. They're going to die today. that is bad news. Mateo and Rufus are total strangers, but for different reasons. They're both looking to make a new friend on their end day. The good news, there's an app for that. Of course there is. I love that he thinks out of the box, so just like Sean David Hutchinson. But I think Sean David Hutchinson does it a little bit better, honestly. Like, I love Adam Silvera, but I do think that Sean David Hutchinson is a little bit more creative with it. There's an app for that. It's called Last Friend and Through It. Rufus and Mateo are about to meet up for one last great adventure to live a lifetime in a single day. Uplifting and devastating, charming and haunting, they both die at the end as a tour de force from acclaimed author Adam Silvera, whose debut novel, the New York Times, called Profound. Profound. It's a story that reminds us there's no life without death, no love without loss, and that it's possible to change your whole world in a day. Hello, I'm calling from Deathcast. I regret to inform you that sometime in the next 24 hours you'll be meeting an untimely death. On behalf of everyone here at Deathcast, we are sorry to lose you. Live this day to the fullest, okay? Okay? It says that, okay? Can you imagine if you got that phone call? I'd say, okay. Kiss my ass, I'm not dying. Who on what today? Never. So anyway, that was my little book haul for the day. And I'm real excited, so now I can go home and upload my videos, and maybe the painters will be gone, and I'm going to go see Annabelle tonight with my husband and my really good friend Melissa, so that'll be fun. And then I'm going to sit on the front porch and read tonight, and it's a great fall weekend to read. It's 81 right now, but it's very fall outside, so I'm going to get back to Eliza and Her Monsters, and then I'm finishing up Summer Days and Summer Nights by Stephanie, edited by Stephanie Perkins, and then I'm also reading Goodbye Days by Jeff Zentner. So those are my 3 books for the weekend, and then those for next week. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.